Michael here with Valencia Fan TV. Be sure to subscribe for the latest Valencia and La Liga news. So, match day 32. We're getting close to the finish line. This is where things start getting really exciting. There are some extremely important battles this week for the battle for relegation, for the battle for Europe. And, I can't wait to see this weekend. I think Valencia is really moving in the right direction, and La Liga is really coming to a head. So Osasuna versus Sociedad, our Friday night football matchup. I think a lot of people on paper might be assuming that Sociedad is going to walk this one. They're the bigger name team, but Osasuna has been in some decent form lately, and Sociedad has actually been the opposite. They've only picked up 4 points in their last 3 games, so I have Osasuna squeaking away with a 2-1 victory at home. The next matchup we have is Elche hosting Rayo Vallecano. Elche's been the worst team of the league by far this year. I can only see Vallecano picking up a 1-0 win on the road. Vallecano has really punched over their weight this year. They've done a tremendous job, and they've really performed very well across the entire season. Real Madrid versus Almeria. This is actually a very important matchup from a Valencia perspective. Almeria is one of those clubs that's really sitting down there in the relegation battle. They're struggling. Somehow, I believe they're actually currently still ahead of Valencia despite a much worse goal differential. Real Madrid really came off a really poor showing versus Girona when Tastecatiano scored 4 goals against them in the Bernabeu. So they're motivated. They want to get a win here, and I think Madrid wins this easily 3-0. I'm going Vinny with a brace. Next, we have Real Betis hosting Barcelona. Another crucial matchup. Not much at stake here, really, because Barcelona is pretty much wrapped up with the table. But Real Betis is really fighting for the last Champions League spot at the moment, and I think they have an outside shot of getting there. I think that Betis at home has enough to actually upset Barcelona with a 1-0 victory. Finally, one of the most important matches of the week from Valencia perspective and from a relegation battle perspective is Valencia at Cadiz. This is the Sunday 8 a.m. game. I am super excited for this one, guys. That last win versus Valladoid really got me re-motivated for this season, right? Now I'm really feeling like Valencia can do something this season as far as avoiding relegation. I think that we're looking a lot better. The team's playing with some spirit, and I'm looking forward to see what we do here. I'm hoping that Javiera gets the start. I'm hoping that Diego Lopez gets the start. I think one of those subscribers actually said that Edison Cavani could be replaced by a piece of cabbage, and it would be better. And while I wouldn't go that far, I think that's something there too. I think we need to get him replaced and put somebody else in there who's a little bit younger. He's an icon of the game, but everybody has their time. Everybody has their time come at one point. So I think Valencia has enough to get the 1-0 victory on the road at Cadiz and puts us safely out of the relegation battle. We have Celta Vigo hosting Villareal. Celta Vigo is kind of in that mid-table dead zone where there's nothing to play for. They have 39 points. There's basically no way they're getting relegated. They're not making Europe. Villarreal has all the ambition here. They're trying to make the Champions League. Seems like a pretty clear one. Villarreal picks up a 1-0 victory on the road. Espanol hosting Getafe in the match of the week, in my opinion. This is a true relegation 6-pointer here. Espanol needs to get a win here. They have 28 points. If Espanol doesn't get a win, I think they're going down. They'll be 4 to 5 points behind the safe zone, and that's going to be very difficult for them to make up considering their form. And I like Espanol. I want them in the league, but I think both teams come out and play very defensively here. Both don't want to lose this game, and it's going to be a 0-0 draw. I know the prediction nobody wants, but it's going to be a 0-0 nail-biter. Valladoid hosting Atletico Madrid. Valladoid, somehow they're going to be safe this year. I have no idea. They played pretty poorly. I think Atletico Madrid has more than enough to pick up a 1-0 victory on the road. We have Mallorca hosting Athletic Club Bilbao, I should say. And Athletic Club Bilbao has actually been in some good form this year, but I think that at home, Mallorca is going to actually have enough to get the 1-0 victory here. And then lastly, probably the most visually appealing matchup of the week, Girona hosting Sevilla. If you guys watched Girona last week, you would have seen Tastecatiano drop 4 goals over Real Madrid. They're in some great form. I think they've picked up 10 points in the last 5 matches, And Sevilla is actually even in better form. They've picked up 14 points over the last 5 matches. So both of these teams are flying high. They're probably actually two of the most informed teams in the entire league, and I think this could be a real classic game. Maybe a 3-2 victory on the road for Sevilla as they continue their upward trajectory.